What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. I'm down here in the country, of course, working on rental property and stuff. You know, I come down here for a couple of days every week. That's my job, and take care of my job. And at the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn here and catching up with everything. So I've got actually a different question than what other people have been asking, but to catch you up to speed here, we've had players before that have wanted to come to the Cowboys, but the Cowboys basically kind of said, there was Von Miller, who you had DeMarcus Ware basically saying, yo, bro, let's come on to the Cowboys. Much like Michael Irvin saying to Odell, yo, coming to the Cowboys and stuff, right? So we've always had players that have been trying to bring other players here. But usually it's the Cowboys that don't pull the trigger. They could have had Von Miller for less than what he had at Buffalo, but they didn't even pick up the phone and give him a call. So we have the flirtation of Michael Irvin saying that he knows for a fact that Odell would want to come here. And then you had Jerry Jones originally talking about 2 weeks ago about how much he admired Odell and his abilities, with that the catch he made, the one-handed catch was, that one, and Dez Bryant's catch were the two most amazing catches he's seen in his life. And we've heard kind of Odell talking about playoff teams, in his own words, playoff teams that have been reaching out to him, 6-2 teams. Well, 6-2, that's the Dallas Cowboys. That's, let's say 6-2, that's like us. That's like Buffalo. That's like Minnesota and things like that. And so now it's a matter of him finding a place that, as he put it, he wants to put some roots down and stop living out of a suitcase. So you have that. Now, then today you have Micah Parsons, who is becoming definitely one of the leaders of the Dallas Cowboys. He's definitely the front man. He's the number one player as far as jersey sales go, and right now the leading candidate to be NFL Defensive Player of the Year and the closest thing to Lawrence Taylor that we've ever seen. And he's on board with basically saying, man, Odell Beckham, talk to me. At Odell Beckham Jr., let's do this shit. So Odell kind of responded, oh, let me go back to here. Dez Bryant then chimed in, come on, Odell. It's a real vibe down here. Dallas, Texas, stand up. So you got Dez Bryant retweeting that, right? Then you had Odell about 4 hours ago, laugh out loud, Sheed, you tell me. All the family on my dad's side down there. I'm just trying to win wherever I go. And then an hour ago, we have Clarence Hill saying, it is my understanding that the Odell Beckham prefers not to go to a cold weather city. He will for the right deal, but he prefers to be somewhere warm, especially coming off of an ACL. The ball is in the Cowboys' court. So if you go through and say the 6-2 teams, that's Buffalo, and that's Dallas, that are cold weather teams. I'm sure, I don't know if Minnesota is in that mix or not, but Minnesota, it's cold, believe me, it's cold in Minnesota outside, but once you're downtown, they got all the tunnels between the buildings and stuff, and the stadium, of course, is domed. So from the standpoint there, you hear, okay, he wants to be here. Clearly, Mike McCarthy has, talked about how good he is as far as from what he's heard from other coaches. So you got the owner, you got the coach, you got a player. The two people that I haven't heard anything from, to me, that are pivotal in this are, one, Dak Prescott. It's one thing for Odell to sing the praise of him and another thing for Dez Bryant. But it's Dak Prescott who is going to have to work with him, control him, keep him happy, and so on, and get that dynamic together. Now, a lot of people will say that Odell has matured a lot after leaving New York, being humbled in Cleveland, and going through that situation there, and now finally going to the Rams and being part of getting a Super Bowl ring, that now he's got, he's got that ring. He's matured, he's grown up, he's put away the childish things. That may be the case. But it's still Dak Prescott. And that's one person that I haven't heard anything say about him coming here or being on board. Because it seemed like to me, if Dak, the quarterback, is like, Odell, yo, bro, come on to Texas. Come on with the Cowboys, okay? That would mean a lot. A hell of a lot. Because those guys are going to have to work together. You got CD right there next to Dak. Are we going to open up a spot on the other side of Dak or something? Are we going to put another locker? Because I think Dak's on the end. Are we going to put another locker by Dak? Or are we going to move Zeke over some or something? Because they're going to have to get that together. The other person we have not heard from say anything on this, and I've been looking, is Catboy. Catboy. That's the one to actually watch. Because in the end, Stephen Jones is the cold water. He's the one that'll throw cold water on stuff in a minute. Like I said, Von Miller wanted to come here. They didn't even talk to them. Von Miller might have said, you know what, I'll go for the veterans minimum. They wouldn't know because they didn't even talk to him. And to me, there's nothing wrong with actually talking to somebody to find out, what are you looking for? So the bottom line will be the bottom line. And if Stephen Jones is on board. So from what you're seeing right now, as far as Odell says, I'm ready to negotiate. But I will also say, too, back in my mind, when you want something and somebody else wants that same thing, the price goes up. It's supply and demand. Could this be that Odell is basically playing and having fun with this love fest? I want to come there and everything else. And that's making somebody else say, we're going to come up a little bit higher on that number to entice him. Cowboys want him. But I'm going to say, I have never, ever seen the Dallas Cowboys as an organization, from the owner to the head coach to the players, all basically petition to bring one guy here. This is a first. Stay tuned, y'all. It's going to get interesting. It's going to get interesting. Dak, I'd love to know your thoughts. Catboy, I'd love to know your thoughts. Peace.